Thousands of worshippers of the Enlightened Christian Gathering, led by controversial Prophet Shepherd Bushiri, are expected to converge on the FNB Stadium in Soweto tonight. The church will be holding its crossover service. For more on this, we cross live to our reporter Hasina Gori, who is at FNB Stadium. So, Hasina, FNB Stadium is obviously a very big venue, and I'd imagine that matches the expected number. How many can you see so far who are there?
For some, New Year's Eve is about going out, celebrating with their friends and, going to a club or maybe to a lounge. But to others, it's a time for introspection and a reflection and prayer. Here at the FNB Stadium this evening, thousands have descended on this stadium, devout followers of the ECG Church, here to hear the Prophet Bushiri give his crossover sermon. The proceedings began at 6 p.m. this evening and expected to go on to the early hours of the morning. But to find out more about what this evening is all about is what the spokesperson of the ECG Church, Ephraim. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Can you tell me what is tonight all about, and why have so many people come out here, to celebrate the new year in this style?
ECG Church is a big church. We operate in 30 countries across the world. Now, each and every year when we are ending the year, we all come together as a family to pray together in ending the year and also beginning a new year. So it's a communion of ECG family to celebrate God together with the leadership of our spiritual father, Prophet Shepherd Bushiri, who will come here tonight and speak a word to everybody so that we are ending the year on a high note and also beginning it on a higher note.
What are some of the activities planned for this evening?
As you can note, the service just started just an hour ago. It started with a prayer, but the head pastor for ECG Pretoria, Evangelist Priest, so he opened everything with a prayer, and also, because this is a church service, to welcome people to the communion of saints. If people who want to receive Jesus were here, he led them to Jesus Christ, so that whatever we are doing here is spiritual. Besides that, there will be so many performances, as we can see on the stage now, people are performing, and there will be so many performances coming from different ECG musicians coming from different parts of this world. And again, there will be award ceremonies. The church will be awarding people that have been doing extraordinary work with the ministry. Besides that, there will be dances, there will be so many things happening, and the climax of it all is when the Prophet Shepherd Bushiri himself comes on the stage around 11 to speak a word to the people, and at the same time to usher people into 2020. So it's a night that is fully packaged, and we are here and we are celebrating and we are enjoying.
You mentioned this is an annual event, and we know that last year the event in Swane ended up in a stampede. What are some of the contingency plans to ensure that this doesn't happen and safety is paramount here for everyone that is attending?
ECG Church is a law-compliant church. Everything that we do according to the laws of the specific country where we operate in. For us to have an event here, we had to apply it through the city of Johannesburg, and for them to give us that access to have this event here, which means we have satisfied all their requirements that they want. And I'm telling you, everything that is happening here is within the bylaws of safety and security around here. And as you can see, there hasn't been any problem since the service started, and there will be any problem until the service ends tomorrow morning. Yeah.
You mentioned that over 100,000 people are expected to come into the stadium and usher in 2020. Where and from which countries are all these attendees from?
Like I told you before, ECG Church operates in 30 countries. We have people here from USA, we have people here from UK, we have people here from Sweden, we have people here from South Korea, from India, from Bahamas, from the Caribbean island, from Australia. They are all here. And across Africa, we are all here. And we are expecting more than 90,000 people. And as you can see, the gates opened just 3 hours ago, and people are still trickling in. I'm telling you, by the time we get into 2020, this place will be crazy. People will be happy, praising Lord, and ending the year on a higher note.
Thank you so much. That was the spokesperson of the ECG Church. I'm just going to step out of shot and ask my camera operator to give you a sense of the feeling of the stadium here this evening, some of the performances that are taking place on the stage, and just to get a feeling of how some are celebrating 2020. The event is expected to take place until 6 in the morning. For now, we are enjoying and watching people coming in still in their numbers. That's it for now. Back to you in studio.
All right, thank you very much, Hasina Gori, who is at FNB Stadium for that ECG Prophet Bushiri's church crossover sermon that will happen way into midnight. As you heard us say, it started at 6 p.m. So some people indeed are getting into the new year, ending this decade through prayer, and we'll find out which others are doing that in other parts of the country. But tell us